Hey guys, what's up? Nice to see you. Or nice to be seen, whatever. Just cleaning up the area a little bit with some Palo Santo. Gonna hit the cards. Some for you guys. Clear up that energy a little bit. Get rid of that negativity. Get some nice clean air. And we're going to pick who the reading's going to be for. That's where we're going to start. And we're going to see what kind of messages you guys get and what you need to hear right now, right? See the Hermit at the bottom of the deck. Let's see if it stays there. Okay. And let's just pick somebody here. Okay, we got Taurus energy. Hey, what's up, Dad? This is my dad's sign, so hey, Taurus. And it looks like kind of waiting for a payout. That's what I got immediately when I looked at this. It feels like you've been making some investments and you kind of been patient. You're kind of waiting for something to come through. So we're going to leave that there. I'm going to use the Modern Witch deck for the reading. But I do want to start with a couple oracle cards. Just kind of to see where we're at, what's going on. And I haven't used these, like these What's the News cards in a little bit. So let's start with those. Hope everyone's having a good day. I'm still a little bit sick. Like I had that ear infection and now it feels like my throat is acting up. So, but it's fine. Like I took antibiotics and I'm just kind of waiting for it to pass. But I am feeling a bit better. So I was like, let me go and let me do a reading and let me see what all needs to be heard right now, right? Oh. Looks like that one was a little early on the draw. All right, tell me about Taurus placements. What do they need to know? Where we at? Ooh, we got repo, default on payments, financially incapable, repossessed assets. Ooh, you got to be careful here. Ooh, we got lust in reverse. So greed, bareback, inconsiderate. But that came in reverse. So possibly like you're not really paying attention to your physical needs right now because you might be a little distracted by some bills and the things that are going on right now. So let's see what else we get. Oh, dirty money. Laundering, steal, illegal. So like this, I feel like this is drawing from a bigger group than just Taurus placements. This feels like what's going on, the energy that's going on in this country right now. A lot of people are feeling that like anxiety over bills and really about money, about not having enough, which is kind of like is crushing like the passion. Like I like to see this lust card kind of more as passion. And really, when we talk about passion, we're not necessarily talking about sexual things. We're talking about the passion, the desires that are within us that kind of fuel us, right? That's what moves us. What brings us into action is that passion. So like, by having this anxiety about bills and this like financial worries is kind of crushing the passion that creates new things, right? That creates joy, that brings new things into our environment, right? And then we've got dirty money after that. So like possibly, and they're stealing, illegal, and laundering on this card. And this is possibly what's happening with a lot of people. Now they feel like this is going to be their only option. Because of what's happening in this country, with the financial status, especially with like food benefits being taken away, it feels like that's what's going to happen here. We've got people stressed about money, losing passion for the things that once kind of fueled them, invigorated them, and like drives a person. And now the focus is on, even if I have to, do something in the wrong way, I might have to do that because of the financial situation right now. And it does make sense that that came out following that Seven of Pentacles, which is about investing, like you basically do here, especially in the US. You think that you're investing for your retirement, right? Because you're paying into that fund your entire life. But then you have this worry that comes around because those benefits might be taken away, something that you have invested in for your entire life. And then now, what are your options, right? A lot of people look at this dirty money as your only option, right? Steal, beg, borrow, and steal, right? To try to get your needs. This is kind of like, this is basically the whole US government putting the entire population in survival mode. And what happens in survival mode? There is no creation. There's no passion, right? Because the anxiety and the stress of being in survival mode blocks any creativity that can come through, any passion that would have been fueled to create these new things. That disappears because of the food anxiety, the home anxiety. Am I going to have a place to sleep? Am I going to have a way to get to work? Am I going to have food to feed my children? All these anxieties put you in survival mode and possibly even put you in a mode to do illegal things to fulfill those necessities. And when all this is going on, there's no space, there's no time for the passion that is really meant to fuel creation here. And like, this is really sad. It's really been bothering me, and it's very sad that that's happening in this country and that it's happening in this planet at all, when we have more than enough for everyone. But due to the systems that are in place, this could be a reality for all of us, being in this survival mode, not being able to feed ourselves, to house ourselves, to clothe ourselves, right? And our children, our families. It's like, it's a very sad thing that's going on. And I'm sorry, like, I'm a Cancer sign, I'm like extremely sensitive, and just like, I'm feeling this, and I'm very upset about it. I'm very upset that I'm in a country where this is happening. I'm upset that this is humanity. Like, this is the way we care for each other. This is sad. This is horrible. Okay, I'm gonna pull some cards on each one of these cards and see what kind of messages and what kind of advice we need to hear right now. I'm trying my best to stay positive. It's really hard because it's kind of like you see the things that are going to be coming, and it makes you really sad that anyone has to go through this at all. You know what I mean? So we're going to start by clarifying repo and seeing where we at, where, good Lord, grammar, by seeing where we're at with this. Okay, tell me about the repo card for Taurus placements. What is this about? What are they trying to tell them? What do they need to know? Oh, okay, hold on one second. Okay, this makes sense. We got an Eight of Swords. And Eight of Swords is all about being wrapped up in your head, right? You got all these thoughts going on that are like really driving you crazy. And it's kind of like what I've been saying with this this entire energy. The goal is to get you in this position. Why? Because who can you fight in this position? No. Why? Your hands are tied, right? Her feet aren't tied, but she's blindfolded too, right? So think about being in this position. Can you create from here? Right? Can you move from here? No. And this is the exact position that the U.S. government wants us to be in. Tied up here, not knowing what to do, stuck in our heads. Why? Because when we're in this position, we're easier to control. And that's the main game here. You have to see this. You have to find a way to get out of this. And it's hard, yeah, because when you have financial worries, it's hard to not think about it. But you have to find a way to move out of this space. Because there's no action from this space. You're not moving anywhere. You're not progressing. You're stuck. And stuck, you can't be stuck right now. You have to keep moving forward. I'm sorry, I'm going to be a little rough in this one. I already feel it, and I know I'm going to be a little bossy and a little rough in this one because this is calling you to action. You can't let this take you down. This is their goal, is to get us here so they can take us down. We can't do that. We have to keep working and keep moving forward, no matter what happens here. Tell me more about repo for Taurus placements. Any advice on this? Justice. We're looking for justice, and that's what's happening. But look what happened here. I said, let's get some advice on this. What should we do? And we got justice with a sword. What are you going to do with that sword? You're going to cut yourself out of this. Cut yourself out of here. Get that blindfold off of you and look for a way to balance things out. You see, she got those scales right there. We're going to use this sword. We're going to cut ourselves out of that confusion, right? Get out of your head and get into your body. That's the best advice I can give you at this time. Anytime you're trapped in your head, you're going over something over and over again, get out of your head, move your body. Put your body to work. Exercise, weightlifting, yoga, swimming. Get that body moving and get out of your head, right? So we're going to take this justice card and we're going to really enforce this justice for ourselves. We're going to use that sword. We're going to cut ourselves out of that confusion, right? And we're going to look for balance. In whatever way you can do this, look for balance. Now we're going to move to the lust card, which we already talked about. This is about not having that passion. The passion that creates. The passion that moves you forward. That passion that creates the growth within you. We got 11:11 on the clock right now. We need that passion. We have to tap in. We got Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands is all about creating. We got to remember the Queen and the King of Wands, they're the bosses of creating magic, right? This is what you're doing. This is like the witch. I like to call her the witch in the deck, right? She's got the cat there. She's got her wand, and she is just beautiful. Just a beauty that draws attention, a beauty that pulls you in. This is something like unusual. It's not your everyday beauty. This is a queen, a gorgeous queen that can create what she wants here. We have to embody this energy because what's happening in the world is trying to take that passion and that basically take that wand from you. The wand that you use to create, the passion, the fire that's within you to create. We can't forget this is who we are. We are creators. We are here to use that passion to change the world. That's what we're here to do. We can't forget that this is who we are. Let's get another card with the Queen of Wands. Tell me more about the Queen of Wands and the Lust in reverse. See what we get. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. All right, let's see. Let me get a... Oh. Okay. We got the Sun in reverse. Okay. See, this is like a lack of happiness, right? This is exactly what I'm talking about. This is part of it. Getting you in your head, getting you filled with anxiety is going to pull that joy and that happiness from within you. And that's the goal here. But we have to turn this around, right? In this energy, that sun is still shining, right? It's just a little further away. So we need to really use the energy of the Queen of Wands. Use that energy of passion and creation. You know what I mean? To create beautiful things. To create just things that are going to help us in this world. To like find that compassion for one another. Create tools that help other people. Just remember the joy that comes from creation. And that's what it is. We can't let the troubles that we have right now, the financial troubles, completely like crush your soul, right? You have to use this Queen of Wands energy, this creation energy, to bring that sunshine, that happiness, that joy back and kind of embody this. It feels like right now you're kind of like in a sad energy. You're not feeling that happiness. Possibly you're not embracing your inner child. Because remember, we've got a child on the sun card, right? And then we've got that red flag. Ever since the last time I really noticed that red flag, now it's been sticking out to me. But we've got a red flag here that's really drawing your attention. Right? These flags should draw attention. And then the color red is something that kind of inspires you, pay attention and stop. Because we already have kind of like the figure in our mind of a red stop sign or red lights that are calling you to stop. Pay attention. There's a lot of activity happening here, so you need to be cautious on what's happening. And that's exactly what the Sun card is telling you. It's in reverse. It's telling you, stop. Pay attention to what's happening here. They're trying to get you confused. They're trying to get you in your head. They're trying to take away that passion and that joy that comes from being able to create and being able just to enjoy the simple things in life. Because if you're in confusion, you're not able to do that. So we really need to focus on what the Sun card is trying to tell us. Stop with the red flag. Stop. Pay attention. Look at this child. This child is embracing this happiness when they have nothing. If you look at this child has nothing. They don't have any material things that are making them happy. They don't have money. They're within nature. They're outside. They're just enjoying the things of this natural world that don't cost anything. And maybe that's something that you need to do right now so that you can remember that there's still joy, happiness to be had. No matter what your situation is, it's always right outside for you. The sun is always right outside for you. And when it's not there, the moon is out there with the stars. And they're there for you. So that you can see, you can get out of your head and see that you're always blessed and you're always abundant. You always have that right outside your door. Don't forget about that. And this is telling you we need to remember that passion and that creation. Especially, we got Queen of Wands. This tells you something. Women are representative of creation. They bring life into this world. This is what we do. So this is about embodying that energy, the love, the passion that comes from creating. We need to continue to create here. And you got to do whatever it takes to let that inner child find some joy outside or wherever it is that you find joy. Is what you're being called to do so that you can get out of your head with whatever these financial worries are at this time. Now I'm going to pull a couple cards for dirty money and see what this is about. And I am going to say, I don't encourage anyone to do any of these things. Laundering, stealing, doing anything illegal, because God will provide for you. You might have to do some work. You might have to look for it, but God will provide for you and put people and things in your life so that you have what you need. You don't have to do this. I know you might feel like you have to do this, but you don't. The consequences attached to these acts are going to create a more difficult situation for you if you move forward with them. Now tell me about dirty money for Taurus placements in this situation. We got a tower. We got a tower, and that's what this is. This is a tower moment. This is a big moment for you where you make a decision. What are you going to do? Are you going to do the hard work? Are you going to look for the resources that you need? Or are you going to take the easy way out? You're being given a gift here. A gift of making the right choice for you, right? We've got Knight of Cups. And this is so perfect. We've got the Knight of Cups. And remember, what is the Knight of Cups? I know a lot of times people look at him as like the romantic knight that's coming in and like with this energy of romantic energy. But in this situation, this feels like this is the divine. This is the divine that will be inspiring, motivating people to show love, to bring this cup. I'm sorry. Like, I can't, like, it's a really beautiful thing that God and the divine is inspiring people, normal people, everyday people, not politicians, not celebrities, not people that are looking for attention. People that are here to help. People that are showing love. People that are showing love. People that are reaching from where they don't have. You know what I'm saying? People that are already in a difficult situation. Reaching from the little that they have to be able to bring in, to give to others. And even though this is about money, this is about food, this is about necessities, this is about sharing love. This is about finding the love within you to be able to share with others. From the little bit that you have, giving to other people, coming in with this kindness, this compassion, this love, which is what is in these cups. These cups is emotions, love, kindness. And this is your tower is making this decision. Are you going to take? Are you going to commit a crime in order to serve yourself? Or are you going to count on the divine? The divine is bringing people in just like this. Bringing people towards you to give you the things that you need. This is what's happening. So we can't resort to breaking the law and kind of doing what they want. They want us to act out. They want us to act crazy. This is going to tie us up even further if we do that. Because then they can take us down. They can lock us up. Right? We've got we've got gifts coming in. Because the divine knows what you need, and the divine is going to provide what you need for you. And that the divine is inspiring people to come in and to give, to share, and to show that compassion to one another at this time. Because this is what we need in the world. This is what we all need. We all need the help, the compassion, the love, the kindness, the care, knowing that our brother and our sister care about us. And I mean brother and sister in a general term, humanity, all of us caring for each other. Tell me more about dirty money. We got the Queen of Pentacles and the Five of Swords. See, you've got the people. This is the government. They're holding on to that coin, right? They make money, but they're busy holding on to that coin. And they want to win at all costs. These cards came out together. This is about winning at all costs, no matter who you have to take down. You see, these people in the back have been taken down. Right? And look at what's happening. This person, they've got 3 swords and then 2 swords that have been dropped. Right? So they want to defeat us and take everything that we have. That's what this is. And if you go out and you steal and you commit these things, that's exactly what they do. They take everything that you have. So we have to make good decisions at this time, for real. This is serious. This is very serious. We need to get out of our heads, get into your body, start looking for solutions. We can't just blindfold ourselves and act like nothing's happening. We can't do that. And we can't let them hold on to all the money and defeat us. Take us down and take everything that we have. Leave us with nothing. No, because we as a country, we work hard every day. I mean, look at the people that you interact with on a daily basis at restaurants, at clothing stores, at gas stations. These are people that are working hard, and people aren't just working 8 hours a day. They're working a lot more than that. So we're hardworking people, and we deserve to be comfortable in this environment that God created for us, right? I'm gonna look for an advice card. Thinking, where am I gonna get it from? I think I'm gonna go with the power of self-direction and see if maybe we get some tips on where we need to go, what we need to do. So the Sun card was the only one that was in reverse. So it feels like you're pretty unhappy at this time. And we started with swords and we ended with swords. So it's like it's too much thinking going on, right? We need to do some activities, get in your body, and get out of your head, right? Let's see, we're going to get a little bit of advice here. All right, let's get a little advice for Taurus placements. Okay. Okay. This is fantastic. Very happy about these. We got soulmate similar. So with like-minded individuals creating soul families. And then we got share gossip, disclose. The power of disclosure. Share your truth with caution and discernment. So this feels like sharing, exactly like what I'm doing here. Sharing what's really going on here. How, the government's trying to get us trapped in our head. They're trying to keep us confused and keep us in survival mode, right? We need to be able to get together And this is talking about creating soul families. And this, not only creating soul families that help you with your day-to-day, like interactions and dealing with your problems, having someone to talk to and feel comfort with, but this is also about finding ways to create like groups. I would say similar to communities, but even on a smaller scale, right? Possibly like combining households, doing things that are going to help financially bring more stability in. You know what I mean? If this is something that's possible for you, possibly having more people living in one house, right? Kind of combining your household with another or with two other households and being able to share resources where you'll be able to kind of get past whatever these shortages are and this like financial insecurity, kind of looking at different ways to solve this. And a lot of times what's happening is we're on our own, just kind of like, I live here by myself, right? So all the expenses for this apartment are on me. So now let's say I was to bring in two roommates, right? Two people that might be in having financial problems right now where they're not able to pay their rent. They're not able to pay all their bills. And then we combine everything and we're able to kind of financially survive because we support each other. And like that's kind of what's been like separated from us as times have gone on. I feel like now the focus has been more on everyone having their own thing instead of being like in this like community and sharing. And now where we're at, financially speaking, this might be our only option, is to go back to being more community oriented, right? Where we're willing to share with others. We're willing to kind of create an environment where we're all contributing to one common goal and it benefits everyone instead of everyone kind of going their own way. So this might be something that you want to look into, but we always, like I was saying, share, gossip, disclose, talk to people, talk more than you've talked before, right? Discuss what's happening here and find ways to help each other. Find ways to make a change, not only in your life, but in the people around you, the people that you love. Find ways to help them and help yourself in this time where there might be a financial struggle. So that's what I have for you guys. I love you guys. I care about you guys so much. And I'm so worried about what's happening with the benefits being taken away. So I'm going to say, please, if you can, donate to your local food banks. Contribute as much as you can. And if you can't donate to your local food banks, or you don't trust it, or you don't think they actually give, whatever, give directly to the people that you know need the help. Just give them money, give them food, give them whatever you can. We have to look out for each other right now. Okay? If you want to ask me anything, if you want your sign read, anything, feel free to contact me about anything, because I'm here to help. And I love you guys so much from the bottom of my heart, for real. Take care.